One thing that I think is really useful for coming up with ideas, I seem to be mentioning Rick a lot today, but one thing I observed when I spent time with Rick is he has a kind of a practice, although he's never said this formally, where he'll be very still with his eyes closed. And I thought maybe he's meditating, maybe he's sleeping. And it turns out he told me that his mind is very active in that time, even though his body is very still. Now, that sparked something in me because I have a guest or had a guest on my podcast by the name of Carl Deisseroth. He's one of the luminaries in the field of neuroscience and one of the best bioengineers in the world. He's also a psychiatrist, a brilliant guy. And when he came on my podcast, he said that he has a practice every night after he puts his 5 kids to sleep. He's one of these hyper-productive people where he sits down and he makes himself stay as completely still as possible and forces himself to think in complete sentences. And I thought, this is interesting because it was also reported or purported that Einstein would take walks and then occasionally just stop and let his mind continue in thinking while he stopped his body. And when you start looking back through history of science, history of music, et cetera, you'll find that there are these hyper-creative, hyper-productive people that have a practice of making their body completely still and their mind very active. Not meditation, where you're trying to just focus on your breathing, but they're actually actively thinking while keeping their body very still.